in a particular game. My sport is disabled volleyball. And then, where is, besides that, I am a bit mad. I used to travel to do all these things, but when the pandemic hit the world, my wings and my legs were clipped, so I stayed at home. But as a giver, as someone who likes to give, I decided that I would immerse myself fully in gardening. And in doing so, I became extremely passionate, and I became quite good. But I have traveled a lot. So I am basically a hobbyist gardener, fueled by my desire to conserve and protect the environment. I am a staunch nature lover, whereby I practice all the 6 R. You've heard of the few R's, right? Reduce, reuse, repurpose, recycle, remodel, and reintegrate. Somewhere along the way, I will show you how I practice all these 6 R. But for now, let's get to what we are going to do today. Today's talk is about growing food for the family. I have to refer to my notes. This brain is not very good anymore. There are many ways of growing or gardening. As Esther has mentioned before, the methods of growing are, one of them is hydroponic, another one is aquaponic. Aquaponic is using fish and fish waste to provide nutrients for the plants. Another one is soilless, where you do not use soils. The growing medium can be anything, perlite, vermiculite, rock wool, sawdust, cocoa fiber, cocoa chips, sphagnum moss, etc., etc. But I grew up in the jungles of Borneo. Does anybody not know where Borneo is? I didn't know any of these things. In fact, when I first started gardening in February 2017, I was an absolute noob because people talk about leca, vermiculite, perlite, rock wool. I had no idea all this. So today I'm going to talk to you all about traditional growing, and that is using soil. I love soil. I was born, grew up, and lived in Borneo, in the jungles of Borneo, where we were surrounded by nature. So why are we talking about traditional growing? I'm the speaker, so I choose my topic. Anyway, basically, what is the function of a growing media? In this case, is soil, right? It provides a reservoir for water holding. It provides nutrient holding and gases exchange. A zone for gas exchange for the plant root system. Also, it provides anchorage for the plants. If you realize as you go along in gardening, you realize that if your growing medium is not stable enough, your plants will not would not stay upright, will not be sturdy, unless you stake them, use something to stake them. I am not going to get scientific because I'm not a scientist. My talk will be very simple. If any one of you finds that it is too boring and too basic, please excuse yourself. And when there is a Q&A at the end of the talk, don't fire me with too clever questions like what strain of microbes am I advocating? Because I do not know what they are. I just know that they are there. And what I'm going to talk about today is purely based on my personal experience. I am a very passionate gardener, to the point that I am a bit mad, and I'm very proud of that, because in my mad obsession, I think I have come a long way. But my mission, my objective remains the same. I want to help as many people as possible to produce their own food, to produce food for their family by growing them naturally, as organically as possible. Now, it is very difficult to produce food without organic, without any poisons, because our air is full of toxins. Our environment is full of viruses and full of things. But if we try, if we start somewhere, we will get somewhere. And I have come a long way. Now, I haven't reached my destination because I don't think gardening is a destination. Gardening is a journey. Now, if you think that you have arrived, you're not a gardener. I haven't arrived. I still have a long way to go. Every day, I experiment with things because I want to improve the situation, the conditions. What is a good quality potting mix? A good quality potting soil should be light and fluffy with a well-blended mixture of ingredients. When it is dried out, it does not shrink significantly or pull away from the vessels. Now, vessels here could be anything you use for your growing. Either it is raised bed or pots or I don't know, but so it is a vessel. There are so many different types of soil, of potting mix being sold out there, and they all they are the basic ingredients. The basic ingredients serve a definite function. Maggi Duran is continuously mixing and trying to improve her formula. Every day when I'm in the garden, I look at how my plants behave. Now, I want to tell you people, gardening, growing is not, growing plants or vegetables is like nurturing a baby, yeah? The more attention you give to them, the better they will fare. Plants may not vocalize in words, but plants do communicate with you. They do communicate with you when they're not happy. They do communicate with you when they're stressed. They do communicate with you when they are under attack. You just have to be vigilant. But also, you can give plants a good starting point. So I actually have a potting mix which I am using, and I'm still improving. I have had positive reviews, and I want to tell you about my new improved potting mix. It has 9 elements in it. One is river sand. Why river sand? Sand improves the drainage and porosity of the potting mix. Every potting mix you get out in the market will have sand. Okay. 2, compost. Compost or organic matter. A good potting mix ought to have at least 5% by weight of matured compost. Maggi Duran's brand uses up to 20% by weight. My compost contains billions of beneficial microbes. Beneficial microbes help with the plant growth, plant resilience, and plant health. Compost is a super water holding capacity and contain a lot of nutrients. There's so many nutrients in a compost, namely nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and many others. Number 3, Cocopeat. Why is Cocopeat used? In our case, we use it sparingly. We don't use a lot of Cocopeat. In fact, you'll find that you can hardly see Cocopeat in the mix, but it is necessary as a bulking agent. Also, Cocopeat helps to fluff up the potting mix, thus increase the irritability of the potting mix. Irritability is the ability for ventilation, internal ventilation. Number 4, burn rice husk. How many of you have heard of the word biochar? Burn rice husk is an example of a biochar. It contains a lot of silica and potassium, helps in providing more moisture and nutrient retention. Staff, please share this message with the rest. Improves soil structure by increasing bulk density, makes clay soil porous because of its loose composition. 5, tanah sawit. Tanah sawit contains many beneficial microbes. Number 6, topsoil. Every potting mix has topsoil. We use topsoil, but not as much as we don't need to use as much because we use more compost, and therefore we can afford to use less topsoil. Many potting mix use most topsoil, and they put biochar so that it looks black. But after 1 or 2 watering, you'll see that your potting mix in the pot will be just yellow. That means that the potting mix that they use is very, very high in topsoil. Topsoil is just a bulking agent. It on its own, it doesn't have much benefits. That's why we use very, very little of it. 7, this is the game changer. Insect frass. What is an insect frass? Insect frass is the waste product of any insects, either a cricket, either a mealworm, or either a BSF. BSF, black soldier fly larvae, the frass contains a lot of it contains a lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, plus a few other trace elements, and chitin. What is chitin? Chitin is like chitin builds the cellular strength of a plant. Now, when a plant gets chitin, chitin helps the plant to be resistant, to be pest resistant, able to bounce back from pest attack, able to take up nutrients, able to function. 8, phosphate solubilizing bacteria. Whew, a big word. There are many PSB. Don't confuse it with photosynthetic bacteria. It's not the same. Yeah, this is a bacteria. It's live and it is dry, whereas the other PSB is in liquid form. You can buy this. All these ingredients you can buy from. You can source them out, but it is, PSB is not cheap. It is very expensive. And to be honest with you, you're better off buying my soil. And then number 9 is secret. I can't let you all to my secret, can I? But I know it's good. And again, it is very expensive. If you're nice to me, I will whisper to you what it is, but it is very expensive. So you're better off buying my potting mix. Now, people talk about what is in a potting mix. So people talk about NPK, talk about trace element, talk about microbes, talk about all sorts of things. NPK is a base fertilizer. Chemical companies, chemical fertilizers, they can fashion the NPK ratio according to what they want. For each specific plant needs, they can fashion the ratio. We as in I as in we, always advocate the use of organic fertilizers. Yeah. The downside to using organic fertilizers is you don't always get the specific ratio of NPK. Who doesn't know what is an NPK? NPK are nitrogen, P is phosphorus, K is potassium. Plants need certain nutrients to grow well. In fact, there are 17 different nutrients needed for plant to grow well. But let's focus more on the big 3, the macro 3. That is nitrogen, phosphorus, and K. If you notice my messages in the WhatsApp, every now and then I throw in big word, something like synergetic elements, boron, and other things. they're one of the 17 nutrients needed by a plant, yeah. But let's focus on this NPK. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a growth starter. It is a building block for growing new stems and leaves. Plus, it is a necessary part of chlorophyll, which makes leaves green and help plants to photosynthesize. Photosynthesize is turning carbon dioxide through the use of sunlight for plant food manufactured by the leaves. So healthy leaves, more robust photosynthesis, healthy plants. Phosphorus. Phosphorus is needed for the developing flowers, fruit, and root systems. I'll talk more about phosphorus later when we get to something. Potassium. Potassium helps keep roots healthy and also aids flowers and fruits. Potassium also helps plant tolerate stress such as drought. Steffi, is it possible to share this, please?
Sorry, you want me to share the...
Yeah, she has shared. Refer to your chat because I can see that there's Maggi Duran spotting mix, and then Steffi, please share the NPK. Wait. Not yet. I'm not ready to go there yet.
Okay.
Please go to your chat. You can see what I'm talking about. My daughter is sharing about what's NPK. Now, so far, how am I doing so far? Yeah, sounds very impressive, right? But really, I'm not that clever. All this I know from extensive research and reading. I am a pathological learner. I love to learn. And I hope you all too, okay? Now, in my potting mix, I mentioned phosphate solubilizing bacteria. Phosphate solubilizing bacteria are beneficial bacteria capable of solubilizing in organic phosphorus from insoluble compounds. Steffi, please share that too.
Is it the one I shared earlier?
No. Yeah, my daughter is sharing this because only she has access to this. Yeah.
All right. I've already enabled sharing for her, so she can share the screen.
Right. Okay. So that concludes our potting mix. Now, basically, your plants will do well, definitely will do well when you give it a good environment. But don't forget that a good potting mix will not do your plant anything if you ignore all the other needs like water, like sun, like ventilation. Plants do not grow very well in a poorly ventilated area. And some people ask me, why are their plants not doing well? I said, how much of sun does it get? And he said, oh, it does get maybe 1 or 2 hours of sun. I said, well, maybe it is the type of plant that needs more than 1 or 2 hours of sun. I honestly do not know, but I know that if your plants do not do well in a shady area, maybe the plant is lacking in sunlight. So it needs the rain, it needs water, it needs the sun, it needs air, ventilation. Yeah. And as it grows, now I always akin a plant to a child. I'm a mother, by the way. So I always, so the seedlings are like a baby. And then when it grows, it becomes a teenager. And then when it starts flowering or fruiting, it is married time, producing the next generation. But some plants are short-term crops, like vegetables, like leafy vegetables. You can harvest them within 30 days. Other vegetables, other plants, they take a lot longer. Now, have you heard of calcium? Calcium is one of the 17 nutrients needed by plants. How to get calcium? A lot of people say, oh, just crush eggshells and then your plants will do well. Now, from experience, it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't really work that way because the calcium that is in the eggshells are not readily soluble, and therefore plants cannot readily take the calcium. But you can make calphos. Have you heard of the word calphos? Calphos is, Steffi, please share the thing on calphos. Calphos is a nutrient solution for plants just entering the flowering cycle. We use calcium to strengthen the plant in preparation for heavy flowers and fruits. Thus, natural farming emphasizes phosphorus and calcium during the changeover period from growing to flowering, fruiting. And this provides for that need. How to make calphos? Now, everybody should be able to make this calphos. I will share with you if you can screen capture this. I will send to you by WhatsApp. Right now, prepare the eggshells. Grind into powder dried eggshells, roast either in the oven or in the pan or okay, right? So after 28 days, you get calphos. Then so you get calphos and calcium and phosphorus from calphos. What else do you need? You need Maggi Duran's organic fertilizer. Steffi, please share that. Maggi Duran's organic fertilizer. I have been using this fertilizer since July last year. But I didn't know what it was. I just knew that it was good and I wasn't confident that it is organic. Sometimes you can't believe what the sellers say, but Recently, I had the chance to really study it, and yes, it is organic because it is manufactured from snail parts. I don't know which part of the snail. And the NPK in this fertilizer is something like, if my memory serves me right, 6 nitrogen, 4 phosphorus, and 7 potassium. But we don't stop there, because we love to experiment, don't we? So we put humic acid, we put rock phosphate, and we put trace elements. All these, you can buy them. You can get them from any agricultural shop, but mind you, they're very expensive. 1 kilogram of this one is 120 ringgit. This is cheap, but this is expensive. I sell this fertilizer at 12 ringgit per kilogram. And it is water soluble. You can use it in, if you have aquaponic system, or if you have hydroponic system. I don't advocate hydroponic. I don't believe in hydroponic because the majority of fertilizers used in hydroponic are chemical fertilizer. It is the fertilizer A and fertilizer B, and they are chemical. But I have discovered that through mistakes, a lot of my experiences are accidentals. If you grow mint, for example, in Kratsky method of hydroponic, you can use my fertilizer as your fertilizer because it is water soluble. I have been using this as a water soluble fertilizer for my orchids also. And if you want to use it as a soil drench, you mix 1 teaspoon of the fertilizer in 1 liter of water, and then you use it to drench the soil. Or if you want to use it as a granular fertilizer, you use 1 tablespoon of the fertilizer, sprinkle it around the plants. Don't sprinkle it too close to the plant. The root system are further away from the stem anyway, so it doesn't make sense to put the fertilizer near to the plant where the root system is further away. Then like a child, a plant will have sickness, won't it? It will have pests. It will have all sorts of things. You know, have you heard of cabbage lupus? Have you heard of mealybugs? Have you heard of aphids? Have you heard of sting bugs? Have you heard of cotton lupus? Have you heard of Mexican beetle? Have you heard of just about any pest? This pest, they don't just attack your plants. They carry virus too. There are a lot of organic pesticides sold out there. But again, we do not know how organic they are. You can make your own organic pesticide, The most popular organic pesticide is using neem oil. Steffi, please share the DIY insecticide. Waiting for my daughter. Okay, go to your chat, please. DIY insecticide. This, I think everybody can do this. In 5 liters of water, put in 30 ml of neem oil, 250 ml of wood vinegar, 10 squirts of washing up liquid. Many washing up liquids are not organic. They're chemical. But I suppose anything in small quantity is not bad. But try to buy organic dishwashing liquid. So use this to spray on your plants. When you spray on the plants, you don't just spray on the plants. You don't just spray it on the plant. I have had feedbacks from friends saying that, oh, I spray my plants with the DIY insecticide that you shared. Nothing worked. It doesn't work. Well, it may not work, but if applied properly, it should help. It's very difficult to eliminate pests. It's very difficult to eradicate pests. What we can do is we can try our best to manage the pest. How do you manage the pest? I believe in physical removal of the pest. If I see a pest, I will physically remove them. If I see an insect, I will physically remove them. If I see a Mexican beetle larvae, I will physically remove them. I am quite, I'm quite used to using my 2 beautiful fingers to remove them. But it's impossible to remove them all. So you spray insecticide. When you spread the insecticide, you aim at the plants. You lift the leaf of the plant. You spray under it where the insects hide, where the insects hang around. You thoroughly drench the plant with the insecticide and see how it works. Now, also in my gardening journey, I am now continuously developing and improving my concoction. Remember, I don't invent any of these things. Yeah, I let other people do the hard work. I just buy them and then I mix them up and then I experiment with them. Steffi, please share Maggi's Magic Mix. Maggi's Magic Mix, MMM. What a name. As it is mentioned there, it is under development. I have been using it. I've been using it and I am still improving it. But as it is now, it is very good. I don't just say that. My buyers said it's good. Organic enzyme. This organic enzyme is manufactured by someone else. Yeah, I didn't manufacture it. I'm not that clever. Organic penetrant. Organic penetrant also is invented by someone else. If you don't have organic penetrant, you can use the dishwashing liquid. It's the same thing. What it does is the function is the same, except this is organic and this is more potent. So a small drop of this is equivalent to a few drops of the ordinary dishwashing liquid. Good microbes, organic pest guard. Now, all this, I buy them. Again, I don't invent any of this. I'm just putting them together, put it in a bottle and sell it for 25 ringgit. As it is now, it is very good to repel mealybugs. It kills scale insects. It dissolves. It eats up the Mexican beetle larvae. The microbe here acts on the body of the Mexican beetle larvae and enters it, and then apparently, I haven't studied it, somebody else told me about it. It makes the Mexican beetle larvae explode. Also, this magic mix is a good soil conditioner. So you can spray it on the soil, and then it will, it acts as a fungicide for bad fungus. If you have fungus attack in the soil, you can use this as a soil drench. I am retailing it at 25 ringgit for 500 ml. I don't produce this a lot. I will only produce it when somebody orders it, because I do not know how they interact in a long term, especially after introducing this tool in the system. So if you want to buy, then I'll make it, and then that should last for a month or so. Now, use for foliar spray, use 15 ml, 10 to 15 ml per 1 liter of water. Or use 15 ml to 1.5 liter of water. Easy, make it easy. For soil drainage, you can use stronger dilution. Maybe you use 15 ml to 1 liter. But for foliar spray, you don't need a lot. Now, my personal experience, my dying orchids were saved using this. 2 of my avocado trees, which were dying, are now flourishing after using this. I was so desperate to save the avocado trees. One was gem. That's right. Gem variety is the Rolls Royce. No, gem variety is the Rolls Royce of plants, of avocado. The other one that was dying was Forte. Forte is a bit down the scale, but they were very precious, and therefore I was at my wit's end, and they're now very, very good and thriving, and hopefully soon I'll get them fruiting. Right. So many people ask me about growing yam. I just closed my screen, so you have to. Okay, there I am. Right. Esther, I sent you a few photos of yam. Can you please share them?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's start with photo number 1. What with the number 1, please?
Let me just get the photos in order.
Sure. Sorry, I get very thirsty. Talking is a very tiring business.
Okay, is this the one?
No. It's
That's number 2.
Did Esther not share?
I was received
Yeah.
for these 6 photos.
It's the same thing, but well,
No.
what I
Esther,
actually
not-
forwarded to him.
No.
Oh, well, never mind, I can share.
Okay, now I'll stop sharing first.
Not this one, Maggi? Is it this one? No. I think
Where?
that's what you sent to me. These are the
The one
that you sent
dated
to me.
the one dated 20th March 2021. That should be the first photo.
20th March.
Yeah, the date is 20.
Oh, okay. That would be this one.
Oh, okay, sorry, my apologies, yeah. Mata tak nampak. Okay, is it possible to zoom in?
Okay, well, let me. Oops, sorry. Okay. This is as big as you can get.
Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone, have a look at this one. This is the biggest Mr. DIY pot, costing 11 ringgit. Now, on 20th of March 2021, I put a small sapling of yam here. This is no bigger than 6 inches, maybe smaller. And if you look, there's hardly any soil in the pot, okay? Now, I have always said that yam grows up. No doubt the roots do grow down, but the yam itself grows up. So why do I start with growing it like this? Because as it grows, this stem will grow up and the tuber will start growing up from here. So let's look at second photograph, number 2. That's right. So by 27th of May, some 2 months later, it has grown up. It has grown out of the pot, hasn't it? And it's time to top up. Time to top up the soil. Maybe I did top up. And then let's go to photo number 3, which was taken today. Yes, this same plant is now it's now very big. Now, if you look carefully, you can see that the gardener is not coping well. you should continuously top up the soil because the tuber is developing. You may not be able to see it, but there is a tuber developing. Now, I should, yes, and you should top it up with good loose potting mix, high in phosphorus. This is where you need a high phosphorus content fertilizer. How easy is it to get a high phosphorus fertilizer? I suppose you can go and buy the high P chemical fertilizer, but since we are talking about organic and natural farming, I suggest that you use biochar, you use burnt rice husk, you use rock phosphate, which you can buy cheaply from Shopee. Just type in rock phosphate. And you can use composted goat manure. You can use composted cow dung. Don't worry, yeah. By the time by the time we harvest the yam, all the poop in the poop would be gone, would be something else. Use good potting mix. I suggest that you avoid too much of you avoid potting mix that uses too much of Cocopeat. Go for rice husk. Go for rice husk that is not burned or burn, but you have to kill the rice husk first by steaming or boiling it to kill the rice so that it doesn't develop into a paddy plant. Now let's go next to the other photo. Yes, this one. This yam was, I think it was also grown around the same time as the other yam, maybe not. I can't remember. I didn't have the beginning photo, so I don't have. I don't know when was it planted, but on 27th of May, this is what it looks like. And then today, let's go and see the next photograph, please. Today is almost ready to be harvested. Okay. Now, how do you know when a yam is ready to be harvested? To start with, count the number of months. From experience, yam are not ready to be harvested, no matter how big they are, unless they are 9 months or older. That is number one. Second, you look at the tuber. When the top part stops growing, in this case, it starts to barrel. It starts to form a barrel. It looks like a barrel. The top part looks like a barrel. Then it is almost ready to be harvested. I'm not harvesting this anytime soon because I can see the potential that it can grow bigger. So tomorrow I'm going to top up the soil. I shall see. I want to see how big this will go. Okay, any question on the yam or?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that means I can go on to the Q&A session. Ms.
No,
Maggi?
not yet. I have one more subject.
Sure. Go ahead. Sure.
I have one more subject. Now, Steffi. Wait. Steffi, please share the photos of ginger. Okay. Now, this ginger plant was initially grown in a much smaller poly bag. I started growing this in June 2020. Then by March this year, it has grown beyond the smaller poly bag. So I transferred it into this poly bag. Today, I realized that it has started to emerge out of the poly bag. So I said, let me harvest it and see what it looks like. Next slide, next photo, please, Sam. So I was very hopeful, yeah, because I thought it must have a lot of ginger in it. Next one, Sam, please. So when I cleaned the whole lot, I was a little bit disappointed because this 15-month-old ginger is not Haliatua. There's a lot of young ginger here, and it is not as bountiful as I expected. But then this is an experiment. This is my personal experience. I'm not giving up. I don't think I was very vigilant because, again, ginger, you should be very vigilant, give it a lot of organic matters in the form of composted goat manure and rock phosphate. But I'm not very good. I'm not a very attentive mom. So that's what I got. And then Steffi, please share the other photograph. Oh, I didn't send you the other photograph. Wait. I didn't send you the other photograph. Just for talking sake, huh? Oh dear, where's my camera? Never mind. Right, you please share the other photograph with the fan top. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what is this? This is the stand fan cover. And these wires are wires from electrical lead. I think it's a charger. It's one of the wires from a charger of something. I can't remember. Remember when I said I'm a staunch practitioner of the 6R? This is one of the R's, repurpose, refashion. So I repurpose the fan cover and use it as a basket. And then I tie some strings, then it can become a hanging basket. So when you want to dry something, you can use this. Chiu, please share the photograph, the other photograph of the pineapple, please. Yep. We have a lot of monkey problems, yeah. So 99% of the time, our pineapples get stolen by monkeys. And I was very exasperated. So I thought if I try to use a mineral water bottle, punch some holes for aeration so that it doesn't get glass house effect, put it in a developing pineapple, tie up the leaves together, and Bob's your uncle. It seems to be working. So you can repurpose, yeah. Now, that concludes my talk. I am ready to accept questions
Okay,
from the floor.
yeah. First and foremost, you must give her a loud clap and also say thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay. So this is a Q&A time. Well, I can see questions on the chat box, but of course, also feel free to add more questions. And after I've gone to the chat box, then you can actually raise a hand and then we will also let you speak. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and speak, and of course ask Ms. Maggi directly. Now, okay, first and foremost, in fact, people are already texting me. How can they buy your MMM solution? Yeah, they wanted to buy 25 ringgit, right? The MMM already, that one even WhatsApp me already directly. How to buy that?
They can come to me.
How to you, huh?
Yeah, it is alive. It is alive. So I don't want to send it out because it will come out. It is full of live things.
Oh, okay.
You have to come to me.
Okay.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay. Okay, so you hear that? You have to go to her house to collect it, to buy from her and collect from her, yeah? Okay. Then let me see what's the next question. What is number 3 again? I think all that you got, right?
You have to shake it. You have to shake it because it's full of goodies.
I see. Okay, okay. So in that case, you have to share your address so the person can go and collect from you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am Maggi Duran on Facebook. I'm Maggi Duran on WhatsApp. I'm Maggi Duran. I was not born Maggi Duran, but that's another story. But I'm known as Maggi Duran now, and I'm a very public person. You can see all my words and all.
Okay.
I've got nothing to hide. So contact me.
Okay.
Be polite to me. Don't force your way. If I say I'm busy, I'm busy. If I say I can't accept you today, I can't accept you today. Yeah. So
Sure.
otherwise, you have to come to me. There will come a time when I think I can send it by courier, but I'm so far away from that. I'm just too busy enjoying the benefits and perfecting the formula.
Okay, Ken. Okay, the next question is that does this MMM work on orange beetles that attack my pumpkin leaf and flowers? Yes, huh?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Yes, I was told, right?
Okay.
I was told that
Okay.
what it does is the components in here, when they work together, they will dissolve the outer layer of the insect's skeleton, the exoskeleton. Now, when the orange beetle doesn't have its exoskeleton, it will be vulnerable to attacks by other microbes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question is how can you heal the soil infested with fungus?
Yes. There's one of the things in here has got fungicide in here, so you can use it as a soil drench as well. And then in my fertilizer, in the Maggi's fertilizer, I'm going to put a biofungicide as well in there. What is a biofungicide? A biofungicide is just a fungi. It's a fungi that attacks bad fungi.
Okay. Okay. So you have another solution for the fungi alone? You have another solution?
I put in here as well.
I put it. Okay, so just purchase that will be perfect, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
can. Okay. What to compose to get phosphorus and potassium for plant to flower and to fruit?
Good question.
Mhm.
Banana peels.
Mhm.
You can get bone meal. You can get you can make your own phosphorus from making bone meal. Have you had a bone meal? I forgot to mention that. There's so many things out there. Some people even claim that the prawn shell has got a lot of phosphorus in it. I wouldn't know. But if you use calphos and FRAS work very, very well for citrus plants. So if you want your lemon to start bearing fruit, you need to use calphos and an insect FRAS or yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a okay. Thank you. Ah, that's the yeah. I think the answer is that calphos. Yeah. Well, the next question is are you a Sarawakian or Sabahan? Yeah, it's a personal question.
I am a Sarawakian.
Sarawakian. Yeah.
I am an Iban.
Okay.
Iban is one of the biggest ethnic groups in Sarawak. There are about 33% Ibans in 2.8 million Sarawakian.
Yeah.
Sarawakian population.
Okay.
According to the last census, there is the last world census, not Malaysian census. There's 1.7 million Ibans on Earth. So that makes me truly 1 in a million.
You are right, absolutely right. Yeah. Okay, the next question. I see many small cone-shaped snails in the soil of my potted vegetables. Are they beneficial, and how do I get rid of them?
Snails are not beneficial.
Yeah.
Snails are very difficult to get rid of. What I do is I use fine pointed nose pliers. You know what I'm talking about? Pointed nose pliers, and I pick them one by one and crush. No, I don't pick them. I go to them one by one and then I crush them. That is what I do. But you have to be passionate about gardening. You have to spend time about gardening. There's no other way. There's no other way because if you use snail pellets, right? One, it is not organic. Second, it will kill all the earthworms in your soil anyway. So what do you want? You want to live with the small snails. The good thing about the small snails are they are not as destructive as the big snails because they have very small mouth. So they're very small mouth. So their rate of destruction is lower than the big snails. But
okay,
it is tedious to get rid of them. You can't really get rid of them. So you just have to learn to live with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think the question is just now your solution. Is it sprayed on the leaf or straight onto the soil?
Both.
Both. Okay.
If you use it as a foliar fertilizer, it will be an instantaneous effect.
Mhm.
Also, as a foliar sprayer, as a foliar spray, you also use it as an insecticide.
Mhm.
Whereas as a soil drench,
Mhm.
it will rely on the roots to take it up to the plant system.
Mm.
But the good thing about using it as a soil drench is you're introducing the fungi, the good fungi, into the soil,
Mm.
and they will create wall.
Mm.
Either way, it is good for the plants.
Mm.
I personally don't use it as a soil drench apart from saving my avocado trees, because the avocado trees were too big for me to use as a foliar spray. So I use it as a soil drench.
Mm. I see.
Otherwise, I would prefer to use it as a foliar spray for the benefits I've just mentioned.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Is there a proportion for it? I saw it's a bottle. Do we what is there a 2 teaspoons, to 1 liter of water, or do we straight away use this? Do we need to dilute it?
Don't use it. Don't use it like this. You can
Dilute it, huh? So dilute.
15 ml to 1.5 liter.
So 50
Easily.
ml to 1.5. Oh, it's always like about 10%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always about 10%. Okay. Good.
Now you're getting mathematical.
10%. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now, just now you also mentioned about neem oil. This is my question. If you say someone has neem plant, how do you get neem oil from a real neem plant? Good
question. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't bother. I'm a very lazy gardener. Yeah, I'm a mad gardener, but I'm a very lazy gardener. I spend a lot of money in the garden for the garden. So I find it a lot cheaper to go and buy neem oil from the shops.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Is there another question? Who want to ask a question? You can unmute yourself now. Can speak. Yeah. Because I don't see any more questions. Yeah. In the chat room. Yeah. Except, of course, some were saying that you are in Kajang. Of course, you can't go and buy from Miss Maggi. I think my suggestion is that you can always now call, what's it called, Grab service, right? Or Lala Move to send the products to you. That's one way, right? Other than that, yeah, I know it's far. I think you're from Kajang, right? There's one question to say that you're from Kajang.
Yes, I'm from Kajang.
You're from Kajang, yeah, but they say that it's a bit far for them to go to Kajang.
well, let's put it this way. If you just want to buy 1 bottle of MMM and you live in PJ, the Grab service costs you 25 ringgit. So for 500 ml of MMM, it's going to cost you 50 ringgit. Why don't you take a drive to my place, buy a few other things?
Yeah, good suggestion.
Make the trip worthwhile. Support me in my quest to recoup my cost, because who knows, you may want to buy a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, wow, you even have fans from Penang, yeah, Mr. Abdul Kadir, yeah, from Penang. Any suggestion to buy your product? I think you got to wholesale it there. Or get a distributor there.
Yeah.
Sure,
Can I get my transporter to pick up from you? Can I get my transporter to pick up from you? Every Sunday, my transporter going to Saturday going to Kajang. Yeah. Can,
Can.
Yeah, because I'm paying I think $8 to $10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but does it need
she will go there and pick up for me lah, because I send my product through her. But when I ask her to pick up thing from me, she will do it for me lah. Then when she come to Subang, she pass it to me on the second day. So I pay her $8.
Fine.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to pack. Somebody sent a pigeon. Have you heard of pigeon?
Yeah.
Right. I thought it is one of those things that you can just put in a plastic bag and then off it goes. No, it would, the driver come and pick it up and then take it to their hub. Then from their hub, then they take it. So I had to spend 1 hour packing this damn thing. My packing material and my time cost me so much more. You know, I don't work, I don't earn from the garden, but still 1 hour is 1 hour. You know, I don't enjoy it. So, you know, you have to be fair to me. If it is something that I can just put in a plastic bag and then the driver will hang it up because this cannot be put lying down. It's been
have to stand straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, Linda.
Yes, because I'm trying to grow yam, and then every time, you know, when it start to grow, I discover there are things that eat up the yam, you know, like when I take it out, it's gone, you know, the yam is gone. Is it some sort of thing eating the yam? So I don't know the problem. Is it I need to apply, you know, MMM or something on the yam? Because it's like eaten up, you know. I'm trying crazy to grow every time, you know, maybe it's not a good soil. Or maybe it's infested, you know, I don't know.
Oh, you're selling soil also, maybe?
Garden soil.
Maybe you're selling
garden
soil.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is your growing medium?
It's the garden soil, you know, like I saw people, they grow loads of it, you know, and it's one patch, you know. So they're just growing near the drain and it was growing like crazy. So I just put somewhere a bit like wet, you know. I got my garden. So I grow there, but it never seems to grow so big, you know. It's like eaten up, you know. It's like something is eating it. So I have this problem, you know, like maybe I need the MMM.
I will not say use MMM because honestly, I don't know what is your problem. I'm not going to say to you use MMM just because I'm selling MMM. I've never heard of that story. I've never heard of that problem. Maybe there is something growing in your soil. You see, Cocopeat is actually coconut peat, yes? Cocopeat is a perfect breeding ground for rhinoceros beetle larvae. Have you heard of a rhinoceros beetle larvae? You know, the fat grubs that eat the roots of your plants.
Is it the one green color or the brown color one?
It's not green, it's not brown, it's white with a dirty tummy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe, you know.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Why don't you dig your plant up, inspect your soil, look for the monsters in it. There must be a monster in it.
It's full of monsters.
But I do not know what's the monster because I don't have that problem.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I think Pig Yuan, Chin Pig Yuan, you also can unmute yourself and ask the question. Pig Yuan.
Hi. Yeah, I want to find out whether it is advisable to plant some flowers to attract like bees and butterflies and birds. It is.
Oh yes. Please plant flowers. Please plant fragrant flowers.
Fragrant flowers.
Yes. What are they? Air mata pengantin is one. Plant air mata pengantin. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful They're fragrant, they attract bees. Plants, bunga tongking. Bunga tongking, what is bunga tongking? Bunga tongking is, I forgot the name, the scientific name. It is edible. It is brilliant for your eyes. It is packed with medicinal properties, and it attracts bees. It attracts pollinators. It attracts insects. You know, good insects. Plant honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is fragrant. Honeysuckle is pleasing to the eye. Plant roses. Plant roses, use MMM.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Maggie.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Asilim, you can ask your question as well, Asilim.
Yeah, thank you. I actually have a problem with my papaya tree. It is flowering, and I think it is only, I think it is female flower. So I'm still waiting. I actually, there's only one type of flower there. So can I use the same type of flower to pollinate it myself? To make it, because it's only two, if it's like two female, can I like pollinate it using my hand? To make it grow, to pollinate
it? Honestly, I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because my papaya trees get destroyed by monkeys before they can become flower, before they're big enough to flower. So I have no experience with papayas. I tell you what, in gardening, there's no such thing as can I not. I believe everything is can. The only thing I tell people they cannot do, they shouldn't do is eat something they don't know about. Okay? So if you want to hand pollinate your papaya trees, by all means do so. You've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose, you may have something to gain. So please go ahead.
So you need a female and a male flower to do it, is it? Not just with two female flowers.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any experience with papayas.
Okay, thank you.
But I think in the previous talk, Asilim, they were saying, I remember doctors were saying that, because for male flower, they will have the, the pollination, I think, what she says like that, I think, that's why it just said two female. I don't think you can pollinate it. Yeah.
That means I have to find a male flower.
Yeah.
Where should find, huh?
Correct.
I have to look for a male flower.
Yeah.
No.
I think you got to plant another. Yeah.
But Esther,
Yeah. Sorry.
Esther,
Yes.
I think doctors, Helena, I think doctors said that the male flower looks slightly different
Yes,
from
longer one. That's why it's two different.
Yeah, longer ones.
Longer one.
So,
where you have a what they call I can't remember the name, but it's longer with the powder pollen.
pollen. Yeah.
Pollen,
so you have to tell it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So for female, I think cannot. You got to either plant another a papaya tree that has the male flower. Yeah.
After you plant another one, another female come out.
Yeah, that's why papaya tree is like that. Sometimes you don't get it. That's why you want fruit. Okay. Okay. Is there any other questions? If there's no, then at least I think what's the time now? Okay. Yes. Wow, 6:40 already. Yeah, I think we want.
How are we going to order? How are we going to order your MMM?
Then I think I just inform Miss Maggie that you're going. Just now you said that your driver can go, right? So maybe just inform her, right? I think just to tell her what time and all that.
Yeah, you have the contact number and address.
Oh yeah, it's our group, It's our group. Miss Maggie is in our group.
Yeah, okay.
Very good, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and Esther, how do we get the limb lumpings, the book on the garden labor?
I think that one was next. She needs 1 week time right now. I think 1 week time she will let you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I think that's about all. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, if not, we will actually, dismiss this. And yeah, anything else? Maybe a last word from Miss Maggi. Yeah, anything else you want to advise us? Yeah. Anyone more? Please.
Okay, my parting words will be keep the fire going. Keep your enthusiasm going. I know many people give up when they're confronted by failures, but don't give up. I am not who I am now as a gardener without failures. Okay, I just don't share my failures. So that's my advice, and always try to go as natural as possible, because we only have one planet. If we go natural, we will hopefully maintain and conserve the environment we're in. We need good environment for pollinators. Too much of neem oil will deter pollinators. That's why
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so always be prudent when you use things like neem oil. I'm sorry I have to say this, because in every gardening group that I see, people say neem oil, neem oil, neem oil, neem oil.
Yeah.
I have to say this because I believe strongly in going natural. There's so many biological agents out there which are natural and organic. They're a bit expensive. They're expensive, okay? They're expensive. That's why I am aspiring to develop a solution that is good and cost effective. That is why this MMM is coming out. It may not be the cure for everything, okay? There's no such thing as that, even though I call it Maggi's Magic Mix.
Thank you for your really, as what I think Abdul Kadir said correctly, your very courageous and a positive attitude, dare to fail and become more determined in the process. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, because I think a plant is a living thing. Okay, it is not a machine. But you put this A, you get B. I think it really, as what you said, your very first introductory words was that you must listen out to your plants. They communicate with you. I like that part when you say that. Plants communicate with us, so we need to listen to them. We need to talk to them, right? Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, Miss Maggi. Thanks again. Yeah. Thanks again. Yeah. We give her a clap once again. Thank you. Now,
thank you, Maggi.
Yeah. Okay. Before we end, I just want to say that, okay, if just say you are new here and you are not in our group, I hope that you let us know, or I think Chu, you can put the link to join our group. Okay, you know why? Because I really want you all to also contribute. Like for example, I think Abdul Kadir, you just on all your messages. I think you're also kind of like quite experienced in farming. Because we also want to look for more speakers. So any one of you who want to be speaker, do let me know. So I join our WhatsApp group. Yeah, for the time being, I may want to change it to Telegram. But meanwhile, just that you are not in our WhatsApp group, please look at the chat room. I think Chu, you can put the WhatsApp.
Yes, I posted the link to join the WFA chat group.
Yeah. So please join us so that, perhaps, I can reach out to you also if just say you are able to become a speaker. Yeah, because as I said, next week, I don't have a speaker. If I don't have that, I think we will not have this session. Okay. Yeah. So reach out to me if you think that, just share experience. I think no harm done, right? I think all of us is here to learn from one another. Yeah. Okay. Now, shall we take a photograph of your dear Miss Margaret? She wears so nice today. She right now. Today, so must put a thumbs up for her. So please switch on your video and put a thumbs up, to our Miss Maggie. Yeah. So I'll take photograph. Okay. Ready, everybody? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. I can see all the video is on already. Okay. Now ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. I go to the next page. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. Good. Okay, right? So as I said,